What is going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Before we get rolling here, let's look at this. Jacob first in the chat. What is going on, Beast? Welcome to the stream by Piro. What is going on, Wally? Welcome in, brother Jameson. Going to be facing off tonight with his brand new tag team partner, Andre. What is going on? So, you can see already, not going to go over the match one by one, but just a quick rundown of what is going on. A few wrestlers making their debut match tonight. A few things going on with the titles, but first, the brand new team, the land of the Irish, they have arrived here in the TWC, going up against the current junior Intercontinental Tag Team Champions. So look at the state of these guys making their way down to the ring immediately, getting things fired up right here. The brand new Kedri teaming up with Jameson Emerald. And now the tag team champions. You know, last time out, we saw the tag team champions coming down to the ring. They were in their match. The other tag team absolutely dominating the match. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they hit three big moves and turn it around that fast. So is that what's going to happen here tonight? Or will something else be going on?
The following is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Intercontinental Junior Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 457 pounds, James Anderson and Kid Ray, the Bar. And their opponents, at a combined weight of 495 pounds, the Intercontinental Junior Tag Team Champions, Primetime Sam Shaw and Draven the Assassins.
What is going on, Logan? Windsor, welcome to the stream. Frost, Freeman, welcome to the stream, brother. And Prime Time, like people just jumping in. Prime Time and Robert Jones, what is going on? Now look at the state of these tag team title belts. Very, very cool tag team titles. And I'm glad now that we have the TWC here, we are able to bring back some of the most iconic belts that we had before, but just weren't in the mix as of right now. So good to see some of these title belts coming back. And look at this now. You've got the tag team champions. They have been doing it for a little while together now, very familiar with each other. But the very first time tonight, Kedri and Emerald connecting in the ring. So this is their very first match. A lot on the line right here. While Kedri has been around the block for quite some time, Jameson Emerald brand new to the universe. But how are they going to work tonight as a team? And so far, so good. Quick tags coming in and out. things moving around, and look at this. Have not seen that double team move as of yet. Seeing it right now, though. But we have seen this too. We have seen the tag team champions put in some very bad spots, but then still finding a way to come out and keep the title belts securely around their waist. 1, 2, not even a 2 count now. The tag partner getting ready to come in, but not having to come in right there, prime time. Trying to get back to his feet. And Jameson looking like a longtime vet right now, kind of picking and choosing his spots of what is going to go on. And another double team move right there. Kedri now taking it back up to the top. Had the assisted right there, but now a huge crossbody hooks the leg. 1, 2. And prime time able to kick out in 2. You know, we've been finding some things with patch 1.07. One of them is the Fiend's top will crash community creations if you try to upload. It'll crash your game if you try to upload it with that in there. So, see a slightly different look. More than likely, we will see him go back now that we got him uploaded. But for right now, kind of cool seeing this other look. Will the look matter in the title defense here tonight? Yeah, I don't know, though. I don't know that I'd want to face off against the Irishman, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think maybe I would want any part of that. Frankie Two Fingers out on that idea. And you can see they went out too, got themselves a manager, making sure that all that stuff also stays on the up and up as they move through the year. Will the manager, like, play a role here tonight? Will he not? You kind of see two different ways of doing things. Oh, Kedri backing up, telling them something, and then runs them right back in, right in front of Draven Payne. And Kedri going for the pin, but Draven right there to break it up. Now, you look at the things that kind of need to happen, and that might have been a mistake. Kedri, again, savvy veteran. Prime time, understanding what was about to happen. We were about to see the Irish car bomb. And it almost looks like the champions are trying to hold Draven Payne in reserve. Kind of letting prime time take the Irish's best shot. Right here, try to wear them down as best he can as well, and then bring in Draven maybe to kind of clean up the stuff. You can see how slow right now Primetime is moving. Now, we saw him use this exact thing in a reverse order in the last match, and already Kedri down to 2. What is going on, JW? Welcome to the stream. And see, this is what I mean right now. You're looking at these guys. You know, Jameson Emerald probably has a little more in the tank than Kedri does. But, again, you just never know. Sometimes it's almost like the drunker the Irish get, the better they fight. And Kedri not even caring, thinking possibly Prime Time was going to light him up. But that was not the case. Kedri getting in that drop kick right there, and now back in the corner, getting the double team. Paden now going, rolling him up, near side schoolboy. And kicking him right back out. Yeah, that's very, very true. Could there be something there in the future? Like, who knows? And wait to see what he was going to do, but right there, big power bomb. Thought he was going to go for the pin, decides against it, working on the lower body, however. Now of prime time. Whipping Sammy Shaw into the corner. We've seen him do this before, and here comes another 8 shoulder tackle. And Kedri looking like he's trying to set up for it again. He's got a couple different ways to get you in it, but this is the one. Irish car bomb one. And immediately going right to his tag partner. Does his tag partner maybe have something in the works? Could we be seeing some brand new tag team champions? Gets him with that flippity-doo-dah neckbreaker. Rolls up the leg this time, too. And look at that. Unable to kick out, but not needing to. Reaching up, grabbing the ropes. And getting kicked out right there. Jameson now going up to the top rope. Sam Shaw getting back to his feet. Huge elbow. And then you look at it kind of at what cost. It looked like he might have hurt his elbow as well. And he might have now getting Kedri tagged back into the match. And Prime Time is exactly right. Needs a tag right here. Doing whatever he can, though, to try to get away. Just doesn't have the energy. And the Irish are making sure he doesn't get that tag. Every time he gets in, they have done a phenomenal job at keeping him from getting the tag. And it's crazy. It looks like the tag logic this year a lot better than it has been in years past. Let's hope it stays that way as things go through. And look at this. Possibly thought he was going to go for the pin right there. That might have been it. And Prime Time just really in the fight of his life. Kedri going up top again. And so far it's been a crazy debut for Kedri. Now getting him with the crossbody. Prime Time again trying to get out of the ring. This might be it. And we have brand new Junior Intercontinental Tag Team Champions.
Here are your winners, and the new Intercontinental Junior Tag Team Champions, Kedri and Jace the Bar.
You know, that is kind of the crazy thing about that match. You could tell the entire time Prime, like it wasn't necessarily a bad strategy, but Prime, when it got time to do that last part where he could get out, get that breather, the Irish did a phenomenal job of not letting that happen. So congrats going out to the new champions. But I say this all the time. Now you're looking, do the Assassins want more of that singles competition? Did they want to be like tied in to the tag team? Or did they want to get out on their own? So something to keep an eye on moving forward, because these guys have proven, and even in that match proven, Prime Time, he can take your best shot, and he can take it for a while.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Insiders from Osaka, Japan. One half of the Pro Wrestling Underground Women's Tag Team Champions, the Destroyer, Antista T.
No real rematch clause in the contract. There is only 2 wrestlers that have that actually in their contract, but that doesn't mean we won't see a rematch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no actual rematch clause in the contracts. You know, before we would do that, and it was just like the belts. Next thing you know, we got the 47-time tag team champions, and you're like, yeah, but you couldn't never defend the title belt. So it just kind of goes along with the story, kind of moves along how it needs to move along. Absolutely not opposed to doing a rematch.
And her opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, one half of the Women's Intercontinental Junior Tag Team Champions, Lexi Hart.
So you look at this match, we've got, again, another Junior Intercontinental Tag Team Champion making her way down to the ring in the Hart Sisters. And you've got the TCW Special Series 8-man or 8-woman Tag Team Champion in Anita T. So a couple tag champs getting ready to lock horns here, kind of seeing individually who is going to come out on top. And see, that's another thing, too. You kind of start looking for, you guys had a pretty good run, defended the belt a few times, you know. Then you start looking at, maybe are you working your way out of the TWC? Maybe Prime Time and Draven looking to do some things even on the singles circuit, kind of build the resume in that way. Looking maybe to get up in the TCW. Now, again, we don't see a lot. And you guys know this, if you watch this, we don't see a lot of wrestlers that have the ability to do the move you just saw Lexi Hart do. But you look at the size of Lexi Hart, and you got to know that move has got to be somewhere in that repertoire she's got. And her showing it off right there. Anita T, though, showing she is not impressed by all the ring movement, by all the stuff going on. So it'll be interesting to see both these ladies. A lot of fight, a lot of even like on the hardcore side of it, a lot of fight in that way as well. And there was a time even where we started last season, I kind of started writing off Lexi. She was in a couple of matches, didn't really do so hot. And then you start looking right at the end of the year, she really picks it up, ends up picking up a couple championships and really start doing stuff. Now look at this, very interesting. This shows you that when they did patch update 1.07, it is not just something in on the inside. 1 second, guys. Guys, I really, really appreciate all of your understanding. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, sometimes in the life of being a realtor, this stuff kind of happens. There was 2-3 phone calls I could not turn down. Normally I won't be answering during this, but this particular case, lots of stuff going on. So, again, thank you. But let's get back to the show. Sid B versus Allison Wagner. You know, we saw and we just got done watching Angela Star coming to the aid. And so what does that mean? But she came to the aid of Anita T, not Sid B. So in her first match, we see
Champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Insiders from Boston, one half of the Pro Wrestling Underground Women's Tag Team Champions, the movable object, Sid B.
but we start seeing different things going on, and it makes you wonder why Sid B wasn't the one that came out. Now, there ain't no telling, it could be something completely different. It really could be, and I didn't think about it till right now, but it could be a case of where maybe the beef falls between Lexi, Hart, and Angela Star just kind of keeping it off. So, yeah, in this case, it's a really cool thing. It's not a bad deal at all. It is real life for some other people, and they're so happy, and I'm so happy for them. So, just kind of finishing the things up with that, so that's good. Look at the brand new 10 Women's Rumble Championship.
The Women's Underground Classic Non-Stop Champion, Allison Wagner.
But Allison Wagner now making her way down to the ring as well. The current Women's 10-Woman Rumble Champion. Brand new title belts. Brand new look for them. And she is really going to have a time of it right now. When you look at the women's division, you look at how the women's division is being shaped. You look at the TCW, I believe it is being shaped by Crimson this year. And I could be wrong, but I believe that Sid B could be the one shaping it in the women's division here in the TWC. So, very first singles match, we are going to see how it goes down, and we are going to see how it goes down here tonight. Nice, JT. You're about to see the debut of Diamond Santos as well. Allison trying her best to get out of the way, trying her best to block it, but look, Sid B not having it, and I think Allison kind of beside herself a little bit. I'm like, hey, how are we going to do this? We know trying to fight the big one, you can't beat the strongest women in the women's division by strength. So attacking them that way, not going to happen. You need to let the fists fly. You need to let the feet go, the knees, the elbows, let it all go. Allison trying to do that right now. Now you look at the two of them and you're like, well, Allison about as tall as Sid B, but Sid B still having the old muscles behind it, if you know what I mean. And has that on Allison, but look at this! Somehow Allison showing absolute strength. They're able to, and I don't even know how you do it, catch Sid B in midair. But she does that, and then is she going to be sustaining injuries from that? Well, super good news, JT. Everybody kind of gets one. Like, we don't have enough for multiple cause in the universe. But, very interesting. What is going on here? Whoa! So, both these ladies talking their junk back and forth. Sid B looking like she was like, fine, I'm just leaving the ring. And then Allison attacking her from behind. Sid B showing you she is not very happy with the state of that. And now will she start pushing that offense? And you can see that whatever she did, obviously a problem getting off on the timing a little bit with Allison. Now Allison taking advantage of the referee not watching what's going on, attacking that leg. Sid, again, not having it. And two, guys, I've got to make it something on there so anytime that, because it might happen from time to time where we've got a little intermission going on, I've got to put something on there that says intermission. That way when people, because I know JP jumped in and was like, nope. Somebody should probably shoot JP a message, Joe. Just let him know you did make it. Let me see if I can just shoot him a message and be like, no, you made it. We're still going. And Allison playing it up. Is she going to be able to get this in? You got to believe if she does, she's got a shot maybe to get the pin right here. Gets her up, back down. And that is a lot of weight going right on the neck of Sid B. But Sid able to kick out. Now whipping her into the ropes. Thought that she was getting turned around, but Allison might be gaining some of that momentum. Swings. Sid kind of ducks it up out of the way. What is going on? Sped, welcome to the stream. Oh, little flippity doodah. And only a 1 count, but still, you look at when Sid gets a 1 count versus when another wrestler gets a 1 count. While she hasn't been getting in all of her moves, when she does, there's a lot of power behind those moves. So you look at the moves Allison has been doing, and look, right now you're talking, it's like a 3-to-1 type of a thing. This is probably a 2 count right here. And now already a 2 count, 1 move later, and a 2 count. JT, you can't import images. I import a lot of them. 2, 3, and 2 moves later, the match is over. So right to my point.
Here is your winner, the Movable Objects, Sid B.
Right to my point, Allison controlling the match, but again, Sid able to get the win and do it in 2 moves. Are you kidding me? When I told you Sid is the one to watch out for, this is what I was talking about. Now, we look at the last Friday night, and again, we record all the matches, all the stars. We use that star system per match as the rating, and I'm telling you, last week, lowest rated show was Friday night, TWC. Some good matches, but for whatever reason, very low ratings. Already off to a better start here tonight. Can the talent keep it rolling? I think so. I think last week they probably had some jitters in there. That is true. The Bay of Iffy. That's what I call them. So when you go in to upload your images, JT, look at the top. It should say 2K24 and 2K25. when you're talking about importing images.
Is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Manchester, New Hampshire, weighing in at 255 pounds.
Make sure you're clicked on 2K25 at the top to then import the images into 2K25. I had the same kind of issue where I was like, what? Well, it defaulted on me to 2K24. Strudel already off to a fast start, but because of Strudel's character, we found a new glitch, but that glitch was fixed by patch 1.07, so that is good. Now, we saw Strudel last year having a lot of success.
From Newport, Wales, weighing in at 275 pounds, Logan!
But we saw him having a lot of success. We didn't see him a lot, however. No, you import. We might be talking about two different things, but are you talking about importing images into the game and then using them? Because that is not inside the CAW. That is inside the creation suites. There's 3 categories. One's download, one's upload, and one is import images. That's where you find it online. But we could be using different terminology, you know what I mean? Like, who knows? And what's funny is we catch up on our shows will start happening on the day they're supposed to happen. And I will have time blocked off my schedule where I don't take calls and I don't do things. Right now, we're not there yet. So merging these two worlds together has been quite the treat. Here we go, brand new. Logan has been in our community for a while, but brand new now to the TWC. And really going up against a guy who has seen a lot of success. He has seen a lot of success, even in the last episode. Logan, though, was in a 4-way match. How is he going to do when it comes down to a one-on-one? One-on-one, I wanna play that. Don't wanna get struck, but you guys know what song I'm talking about, and look at the big man flying shoulder block right through, and Logan not letting Strudel get away, so you can see that right away Logan, an absolute power wrestler, might have a trick or two up his sleeve, but staying on top of Strudel, no titles on the line, can absolutely win this match in a count out, but I don't believe either man wants to win it that way. I think Logan wanting to make his mark here, wanting to show why he could be getting a call up this season sometime to the TCW. What's going on, Temple? Welcome to the stream. What is happening, FMF Gaming Network? What is happening, brother? Welcome to the stream. Prime time. I just like saying your name, brother. You know what I mean? You got to say it sometimes. Logan trying to get Strudel back up on his feet. Strudel's there. Whoa, kicks him back, and what a pro move. Ends up missing. Strudel able to step back at least a little bit. And Logan taking him downtown. What is Logan doing now? And you can see, not like crazy moves, but has just enough agility to do a few things. Not a lot, it's going to come to me. Not a lot of distance, not a lot of space that he's going to fly, but able to kind of take that big frame over the top rope a little bit, and now these two guys standing right in the middle of the ring, trying to let it fly. Logan says, I'm no dummy. I know what you're trying to do. I'm not trying to prove anything. So Strudel's like, all right, then come on. And he missed the block on that one. Took it right upside the head. He took that hand upside his head. Me too. I'm like, I think Strudel, like, could very well be doing some stuff, but look at the power of Logan.
Here is your winner, Logan.
Now you think at how much of a role Strudel has been on, and Logan just came in and ended it right there. But a lot of power moves, a lot of headbutts, a lot of shoulder blocks, a lot of things really attacking. Strudel absolutely wore him down and comes away with the pin. What's going on, Herbie? Welcome to the stream, brother. Logan's like, and look, and we're going to have guys like this. Some people want to come in and put on banger matches, right? Some people come in and they don't care about the bangers. All they want to do is the banging, and they will put people down. So Logan, maybe he's one of those where he just wants to dominate that match. Now, we saw her a little bit earlier tonight. We saw Angela Star coming out and making a save, but making her debut. Also a wrestler in TCW. Serra, also a wrestler in TCW. Coming out, though, making her debut tonight. Monica Monroe is back, and is back in a 4-way table match. This is the TWC, Mojo. I love those new emojis. The Bay of Iffy right there on her top. So if you wondered where she's from, the Bay of Iffy tells you everything you need to know.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way tables match. Making her way to the ring, representing the Gate Crushers from the Caribbean, one half of the Universal Women's World Tag Team Champions, Smooth Operator Serra.
So it's kind of funny. You're going to see, obviously, the Gate Crashers in the TCW, but Serra not really going too hard. She has been very successful in the tag team division, but not really, while Repentia is, not really in the singles division. So you're going to see her in the TWC wrestling in the singles, and you're going to see this a lot in the different tag team matches or with the different tag teams. You know, you're going to see some singles wrestlers maybe doing some tag team work down in the TWC. And you're going to see some tag teams doing some singles work in the TWC. So, again, not just a developmental league for brand new wrestlers, but a developmental league when you're trying to redevelop or get some traction in a different direction. So we're going to see all kinds of people in the TWC throughout the entire thing. Yeah, and that's a big thing I want to make sure people understand. It's not like a this or a that. It's you look at the ratings and how it works with the tag belts and how it works with this. We really needed this to get wrestlers rolling. So I'm super excited above all the other shows. Yeah, I like the Wednesday Night War shows. I like our main shows, don't get me wrong. But above all else, I really like these shows. This is where sometimes we wouldn't be seeing the talent, and now we get a chance to see them. They get a chance to get rolling. and get storylines going. So it's very exciting. I'm very happy about this brand new show.
And from the wasteland, the Scorpion.
And it's got that underground type of a feel, you know what I mean? Where, you know, maybe we're watching a show and some things are going to be wrong. Some things are going to go a certain way. Kind of excited about that. This is the brand TJ is on. TJ will be wrestling here tonight. Another from the Bay of Iffy. I really should have put it on Johnny C. Johnny C's going to also be making his debut here tonight with a title belt on the line.
And from Birmingham, Alabama, Angela Starman.
So it is going to be interesting. We do have the TCW Special Series title belt, survival title on the line here tonight. 6-man elimination chamber. That belt will be on the line. I believe that is going to be the main event for tonight. I could be wrong. It could happen at any time. But we've already seen some brand new champions here tonight, some brand new tag team champions. We've already seen some phenomenal matches here tonight. And now, for the first time on TWC or TCW, the 4-person elimination table match. One of my favorite matches there is. Actually, this is my favorite match. What is going on, Extreme Ka Wrestling? Welcome to the stream. And welcome to the show. You are here for the best match on the planet. If you don't have an elimination, 4-way elimination table match, what are you doing with your life? I want to see this match every episode. We don't, but I want to see it every episode regardless. And we have got some people in this match that are all kind of roughly the same size. Now, Monica just barely up in the weight class just a little bit, but still all roughly the same size, so we're going to see some things. You're going to see Serra liking to do the high flyer stuff. Alacran liking to be a high flyer. Angela Starr and Monica Monroe, more of your like boxer in your face types, but they can still move. They can still use the ring however they want to use them. Guys, while we got a second, remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notification. Don't miss anytime we go live. Share the video. And oh, that could have been bad news bears right there. That table right now, regardless of where it is, all you have to do is go through it. You get an oopsie daisy, an ipso facto, a presto changeo, and you end up through the table, you're out of the match. The only way out of this match is through a table. Serra now going over, getting a kendo stick that, while it's made out of wood, will not get you put out of the match. Yeah, a lot of people say, like, our women's division might be the best on YouTube. These ladies are all on another level. Whether they're in the TWC, the TCW, it makes no difference to them. Monica getting her down on the ground, using the claws. Is she going to use the table? And Alacran kicking that table out of the way. It looked like Monica was going to put her through the table, but instead, unable to do it. Going back, setting the table up again. Monica getting out of the way and almost put herself through the table, but the table folded under the pressure, and here comes Angela again, right back in the ring. Alacran trying to get back to her feet, and Serra taking another table and throwing it into the ring. And ladies going back and forth, going up and down, going left to right. Almost like they're trying to get infinite lives in Contra. Up, down, left, right. BA select start for those of you who know. If you know, you know. Alacran now getting out of the way. Monica just making it into night and already in a match. Finding a way to get around. But what could happen right here? This could very well end Monica's night and in a big way, or will they fly over the table? No! And for some reason, the elimination part of it, not on. But Alacran finding a way to put Monica through the table. Match should not have ended there. But that is where we're at. So a little more testing, I think, needs to be done on some of these things. Thought it would be good. Did not work out the way we thought it would. Could be that some, yeah, Konami code, you know, Sped knows what I'm talking about. But here we go, the very next debut right here. Not sure why Misty would be walking Diamond Santos down to the ring. We know Misty a part of the TWO. We know Diamond Santos not, but maybe she's coming down to the ring to scout out what is going on with Diamond Santos. Now this is another one of the interesting stories in the TWC, you know, and proves why this isn't just for the newcomers into the universe. Awesome Christina has been in this universe for quite some time. But the new look of Awesome Christina trying to do the things, trying to get the stuff done right here, trying to make her way and start climbing that ladder as well. If you guys don't know, but if you don't know why we're called the Bark Squad, you are about to find out. Yeah, that is for sure. The Irish absolutely making their mark here tonight. Now you're looking at two of the larger heavyweights that we've got. And Diamond Santos going up against a absolute veteran in the TCW. Now, this is going to come down to, can she take the punch? Can she take the hits? Or will that get turned back around somehow? And again, that's what it's going to come down to. Who can take the other one's punch? Again, Misty coming down to the ring with Diamond Santos, but I don't think she's down in the ring with anybody. If you look, I think she's just trying to scout out stuff, making sure the TWO stays on top of their game, making sure that the TWO doesn't lose track of what's going on with some of these people coming in to the league. And no title belts on the line in this match. You could absolutely win by a countout. And the way Diamond Santos is going, I don't think she cares about winning any other way. And she might have just picked up the win, a quick win on a countout.
Here is your winner, Diamond Santos.
And Diamond Santos in her debut getting the win by countout over AC. And this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Like, you would have thought that it was a different way. You would think that right now maybe Diamond Santos is the veteran and maybe Awesome Christina isn't. But absolutely not the way it went down. So, getting the win here tonight, not the best of matches. And most of the people that come into the TWC, they want as much TV time as they can get, but Diamond Santos, kind of a lot like Logan, proven she only cares about getting the win. What's going on? Welcome back, Logan. So we have long talked about whether or not the rise for Jake Plague was going to be a fast one. And we've kind of seen.
It's scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Avalon, weighing in at 273 pounds. Jake.
We have seen some big successes from Jake. And we've seen him take some different paths. Maybe some paths that we didn't think he was going to take, but he ends up taking those paths, finds himself where he is now. But it looks like Jake, now that he's got the experience kind of going out on his own, doing his own thing, walking his own path, and maybe becoming a plague on the TWC. Yeah, it was a clever victory. Didn't see it going down that way, but then that is the way it went down.
And his opponent from Redburn, Alabama, weighing in at 247 pounds, Jace Wagner.
Now, this is going to be a tough one. You start looking at Jake Plague and what he's fixing to do here with Jace. This is a one of those things where it is like you've got Jace doing his own thing. Jace going back and forth, actually responsible for quite a few things, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Jake Plague trying to prove against a veteran like this that he can step up and take it. He can step up and take the mantle, do the things, and be done with it. Sorry, guys, I had to grab a cord. Having cord issues right now. And finally, the cord issues are fixed. Finally. The cord issues are fixed. So again, another case where I don't think we are going to see a count out. That is not the style of Jake Plague. That is not the style of Jace. But this is where you really, if you wanted to test your mettle, you start testing it against a competitor like Jace Wagner. He has got a devastating finishing move called the Jace of Spades. Can absolutely put you down and not let you get back up. It's one of those moves that could end a career. Jake Plague fully understands this, and that is why tonight it wasn't Jace that requested this match. It was Jake Plague wanting to go up against the best of the best. And it makes you wonder, this is almost like whoever wins this match probably earning themselves a title shot, at least in the eyes of management, at Drew Hawthorne and that TWC World title belt. Yeah, it's amazing all the stuff you go through in a show to try to keep things rolling. Our last couple shows have been nothing short of phenomenal things to overcome. And Rotro SpaghettiOs, that is a pile driver that you do not want to be a part of, especially when you look at the size of Jake Plague. So Jace now trying to let the hands go, trying to do some things out on the outside of the ring. Remember, Jace, the brother of Totes Magoats, and Totes Magoats, you don't want to be on the outside, and he is showing you right now why you don't want to be on the outside with him as well. Kind of threw that fastball a little high and outside, so missing that corner post. Referee count up to 5. Jake Plague showing you why maybe you don't want to be on the outside with him. And look at that. Jace playing a little possum right there. But maybe that possum is a two-way road they're on. Swings. Jace steps over the top of it, getting that arm and then dropping the elbow on it, flipping him up. Did he get the win? 1, 2. And reversal to the reversal. And Jake Plague showing you not just all brawn, but he can absolutely use the smarts to beat you. So Jake Plague finding a way to avoid getting put in the Jace of Spades, and then finding a way to show you he is not, it's not just all brawn. There is the brains in there as well, getting the pin against Jace Wagner. Really digging both of those guys' brand new cause this year. So moving through down to the final 2 matches of the night. And there are some debuts getting ready to happen some more. Like, you're like, oh, debuts. Yeah, we've got more debuts here tonight. But Chillivok, this is one of those things when we signed Miguel Morales, we were like, man, who do you want to see him wrestle? All kinds of people, of course. But Chillivok definitely on that list. Chili wanting to get things turned around and moving in the other direction here tonight. Will he be able to do it, though?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the NWO from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 205 pounds, the unpredictable Chillivok.
And Chillivok coming down without any other members of the NWO. This is the first time we have seen him do that. And it looks like just really wanting to prove himself in this match here against the Spanish God. Will the TWO come out on top, or will it be the Spanish God himself? This is going to be like the debut singles match for Miguel Morales. So how is he going to do? We saw him do very well in a multi-man match, but how is he going to do in a singles match?
And his opponent from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Michael Morales.
So Miguel Morales making his way down to the ring and doing it at his own pace. They say you can't rush a god, and he has proven that point right now. Yeah, and that's true too. That is true as well. Or maybe even a test from the TWO, like, hey, get down there, handle your business. So we see this a lot. We see some guys just aren't good, either in tag matches, or they're not good, like they don't shine in multi-man matches. But we see right there, shining right, huge clothesline, like especially for you look at the size of both of these guys, they probably are going to have similar type style of wrestling where they're going to be using the ring. Chili stepping back, getting out of the way of Miguel Morales. And we've seen that clothesline move actually be the detriment of Chillivok, but using it here tonight, landing it for the very first time. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, the attire, mostly Miguel. I went through, I gave Miguel a face scan. Updated a few of the logos, fixed some of the tattoos, left a couple on that I probably normally wouldn't, but yeah, I think Miguel looks really good. He did a very good job on his wrestler. Chili, though, starting to gain the advantage. Does Miguel see him going up to the top? Chili now turning around and letting it fly. Landed that one right on top of Miguel. Miguel now letting it fly as well. And back and forth these guys go. What is going on? Brian, welcome to the stream, brother. Yeah, he has been toastified. And going for a quick pin, but Chili kicking out in one. Chili getting the first punch on him and says he does not like that at all. So now standing toe-to-toe with Miguel. Back and forth they go. Miguel saying bring it on. Chili says all right. Him saying it again, this time baiting him into it. Miguel turning it around pretty quick though. And there Miguel tries to stop it, but the power of Chili fights right through that block. And still these guys standing toe-to-toe in the ring. Where does this end? Well, it ends right here with both of them continuing to throw the punches. And you can see Miguel right there a little dazed at the end. Chili now using the ring rope, hooking the leg. 1, 2. And Miguel able to kick out in 2. Now, in Miguel's opening match, we saw he was going after too much bigger men, but we have seen it in the past where maybe you're better at fighting a bigger guy, and I think we might even be seeing a little bit of blood coming down off the forehead. No, just a bruise, not any blood. Miguel setting up for it right now. Can the Spanish God end the match right here? And it might be over right there. Hooks the leg. And somehow Chili kicks out. I didn't count 1 and 2, but I was getting ready to say 3. And Chili going back up top. You got to believe this time if he hits this move, that could be it. Not even trying to chance it right there. Going now off. Grabbing the neck as he slides on by. Continuing to go after the head of Miguel Morales. Wrenching on the neck, guys. Second to last match. We are about to see the title, the survival title match in the main event here tonight. Finally, Miguel going out. Chili going up top, sees him, and somehow he connects with it. I don't think Miguel expected him to continue on with the move. He could obviously see what was going on, and I think that caught him off guard. But look at these guys. Both these guys barely able to walk, moving very slow. And Chili now trying to take it coast to coast. Can he get this move in? Can't even reach it. He does. He does. Miguel rolls out, and that might be it. Chili this time hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Chili ends up beating Miguel. But look at this. Miguel Morales. Wait, what is Chili doing? Oh, come on. This is TWO stuff right here. Leave it to the TWO. This is why the TWO is so easy to hate. And you know the Spanish God not gonna put up with that in any way, shape, or form. But Chili getting a big win here tonight. Getting the win over Miguel, but then all the extracurriculars afterwards, you gotta know that they are not gonna stand for that. Or Miguel won't stand for that whatsoever. Hey, I'm with you guys. Miguel is he's going to be hard to beat. He just got, as soon as he kind of gets rolling. But look, you see that coming from the TWO. That's the kind of business that they conduct. That's why you got to get back after it. You know what I mean? You got to get back after the TWO. You can't let these guys get rolling. They do. They're going to take it to the rest of the league. And look, nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see the TWO doing what they do. Now, the current survival champion, Angel, getting ready to put his title on the line.
The following contest is an Elimination Chamber match and is for the Pro Wrestling Non-Stop Championship.
Now, this is the crazy thing about this. With the TCW Special Series title belts, for those of you who do not know, the champion is given no quarters in these matches.
From Philadelphia, weighing in at 205 pounds.
Yep.
Italian Stallion, C.
Yep, Johnny C, another from the Bay of Iffy, making his way down to the ring right now in his debut match, getting a shot at a TCW Special Series title belt. Yeah, TJ's pose, that's it. TJ's on another level. Yes, now I know what you're talking about, JT. You're talking about not importing images. You're talking about importing parts, like a shirt or a pair of pants. What's going on, Matt? Welcome to the stream, brother.
And introducing the challenger from Grays, England, weighing in at 176 pounds, TJ Mitchell.
TJ Mitchell, the same, getting a shot here tonight. And look, getting a shot at Angel. Angel, a former world champion, but winning the survival title belt. Gonna have a shot. Now, the only thing we know right now is Johnny C and TJ Mitchell will not be in the number 1 or number 2 spot. But we don't know how they'll come out. We don't know how they're going to be released from the Elimination Chamber. You cannot import tattoos. That's something different. There is no importing tattoos yet. I'm hoping they find a way to fix it, but right now you cannot import tattoos. You can import images, but not tattoos.
Representing the Wolfpack from Babylon, weighing in at 239 pounds, the Pro Wrestling Non-Stop Champion and one half of the Pro Wrestling Underground Tag Team Champions, Angel.
So again, you know, in the last few, like just thinking back, I don't even have this written down, but I bet if you guys go and check me on it, in the last 2 to 3 survival matches, the champion has been released, number 3. So we see number 1 and 2, and then the first guy released out has been the champion. I'm pretty sure in the last 2 or 3 matches. We'll see if it happens here tonight. But that is what we've been seeing. And what's crazy, Angel holding right now 2 TCW Special Series title belts, the 8-man tag team titles, and the survival title. So you see the brand new survival title, what it looks like. I'm excited about that look as well. But look, this is a thing, like if you look at all of our wrestlers. You tell me which 2 look exactly alike. And I don't mean just the outfits, I mean in the face. You tell me which 2 wrestlers look alike in the face. If you can do it, I'd change it. I will change one of them right now. I want all of our people looking different.
From Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 235 pounds, Frost Freeman.
I got to tell you, every time I see Frost Freeman, I'm digging the gimmick more and more. We've got a lot of additions this year to the roster, and I'm telling you, I think it is raising the bar of the TCW. Oh, no, yeah, I totally get that. I thought it was going to be fixed a couple days ago. I realized that part of it still wasn't fixed, so, yeah. Yeah, the tattoo thing gets really frustrating. But now you can import parts on the same car as well. That was broken too, where you couldn't like bring something in from the same person.
Introducing the challenger from Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Beast.
So we know right now the Beast coming in at number 2 will be starting the match. So him and whoever the next guy is, a little bit longer of a road to hoe. But it has been proven 2 times now that you can win this match from position 1 or position 2. Like, either position you starting out the match, it is pretty much the same. So you can win from that position. Final match of the evening, guys. Remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notification so don't miss any time we go live. Share the video if you guys want to become a member of the channel. That option is there as well for affordable things. And this year, in Season 7, in this season, there is going to be member-only streams from our dark shows. There will be 2 to 4 every single month. So if you guys want to be able to see those, make sure you become a member of the channel.
And introducing the challenger, representing the nation from Mobile, Alabama, weighing in at 204 pounds, Paden Harvey.
Hey, that'll be good, like, Sped. There's like a group of about 10 like core people that have really helped grow and accelerate the growth of the channel. So, but I think it's a great community to be a part of. I love seeing what you guys are doing. So, Paden Hardy has had a bunch of success here as of late. Yeah, he did lose the Junior Intercontinental title back to Sam Hacksaw, but has seen a lot of success since joining Recon Delta. One of the biggest successes he's seen is his attire. That attire is absolutely on another level. Also, a graduate of the Dragunov School of Wrestling. You can tell he's got the battle wounds to prove that he went through the school. And then getting the tattoo of a dragon on his chest, kind of paying a little ode out to Dragunov. Where is Dragunov when all this is going on? I don't know, but we'll have to keep an eye out for him as well. Yeah, I miss Father Time too. Good peeps. Yeah, but I think you're right. I think your debut was in a chamber. Now Johnny C, his debut is going to be in the Elimination Chamber. And if you look at the size of all of the guys in the ring, minus maybe Angel, you're going to be seeing some moves that maybe you're not used to seeing. We're going to be seeing some flippity doodahs. We're going to be seeing some top of the noggins to you. Well, but Mojo, that's how you make them start caring about you. Win this title, there's going to be all kinds of people caring about you at that point. Okay, I'm guessing Angel. No, absolutely wrong. Frost. Freeman, number 3. So I think that breaks the streak of champions being released at number 3. I think I just had to speak it out into the world for it to happen. And Frost, too, another guy's got a little bit of size to him, don't get me wrong. Like, bigger than, like, your TJ Mitchell's, bigger than your Beast. Bigger than the Peyton Hardys, but still probably going to be able to let it fly a little bit as well. But you're going to see a little bit more power probably coming from Frost Freeman. So something to keep an eye on while we move through this match. Okay, I'm guessing TJ. Okay, well, I'm keeping my streak alive, you know what I mean? Of being wrong 100% of the time. There was 3 straight matches where I was right 100% of the time, and then now there's been about 17 I haven't even got one right. Even in the 50-50 move. My next guess is going to be Johnny C. So it's interesting with the island. There's a lot of island parts that are technically already unlocked. So be careful about what you're unlocking, because a lot of island parts, I know it says island, but there's another part that'll be down below it further that's the exact same part. So it's a 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. Let's see if I get this right. Johnny. Oh! There we go. We ended the streak on a 50-50. The Beast trying to put the champion out. Peyton Hardy on the outside of the ring. Are we going to see anything crazy? There's a few crazy things that could happen in this match. Something to keep an eye on. But one thing that is absolutely kind of on another level, if you look at the outside of the ring, the thing that Angel and Frost is on, that's like not the easiest thing to land on. It is one of the hardest surfaces. You think there'd be some give, but absolutely not. Oh, let's talk about crazy stuff. And Frost Freeman taking it to another level, hooks the leg of Angel, 2, and only getting a 2 count. But Frost Freeman, the first time he was in the Elimination Chamber, taking it up to the top and then jumping off, little daredevil stuff going on. And now, TJ Mitchell in this match as well. Everybody in the match. This is an elimination match, so you're not going to see a lot of people helping a lot of people out. Paden rolling up the leg. And I would say, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the pin there, because Frost Freeman, even though he was the one who instigated and took it off the top rope the way he did, that still does a lot of damage to him. So you hit the high point, you hit the high spot, but then at what expense? You know what I mean? Remember, the current champion right now is Angel. The Beast going up top, trying to hit. Oh! He's going up top of the chamber. He jumps and hits it right on T. Mitchell. Thought he would go for the pin. Now he does go for the pin. Referee going for the count. 2, 3. And why wouldn't you? You go that far off of it. And TJ eliminated from the match, but look, it took him going up to the top of an elimination chamber and then belly to belly diving right on top of him. Johnny C trying to pin the champion. And that should show you just how brutal this elimination chamber can be. Oh, that's an owie right there. 1, 2. And somehow Frost Freeman kicks out yet again. Hey, it takes a second to get going, DJ. Don't worry about it. All of us go through it. Every single one of us. You'll lose for a little bit, and then the next thing you know, you'll go on an epic winning streak. Johnny C taking that boot right there, and now Frost Freeman trying to get a little bit of revenge back on Angel, taking him to the outside. Paden on the outside. And Beast almost getting a second pin right there. And look, it doesn't matter how many pins you get. Look at Angel, the champion, going up top. And hitting it. Will he go? No, he doesn't go for the pin either. 1, 2, 3. And Beast getting the pin on Paden. And then there were 4. Yeah, Drew was another one it took quite some time. 2 of our greatest wrestlers had the longest losing streaks ever, and now they're 2 of the greatest wrestlers in the TCW. So it's just how it goes. 1, 2. And here goes Frost again. Hits. Oh, that has got to be it for Johnny C. All these wrestlers right on the edge. And Frost getting the pin on Johnny C. And now there are 3. The champion, Frost Freeman, and the Beast left in this match. Frost trying to ensure that we have a new champion. The Beast trying to ensure it's him. You're not underleveled. Nobody in here is exactly underleveled. It'll be okay. You gotta find the high spots in the losses. A wise man named Blaze Radio once told me that. And we might have just eliminated the champion. 1, 2. And he's trying to show you why he's the champion. Able to kick out in 2. The Beast trying to get the advantage against Frost. Frost fighting through that. Angel getting back to his feet. But look, at the end of the day, these guys still both barely making it. Oh yeah, Melinda took a long time too. That is true. And this might be the end of the Beast night. Jumping around, hooking the leg. 1, 2. And the Beast finds a way to kick out. Angel can't even believe it. Angel is beside himself. Usually that move right there puts some people out of some matches. Angel now trying to fight back. He's like, look, give me my comeuppance. And that's what the Beast is doing right here, giving him a little bit of comeuppance. I was like, what is he doing? Now power bombing him on the outside, right on top of that seal, and then goes right back after the champion. And look, I can't blame him for doing it. Getting the Beast out of the way. But does he see the Beast there still? The Beast looking at doing something. And Rotro Skedios. The Beast might have just eliminated the champion. Now, no matter what happens, we know we're going to have a brand new survival champion. Is it the Beast? And Frost reversing it around. And that is the second time we've seen it tonight. Frost using the old scunion right there.
Here is your winner, and new Pro Wrestling Non-Stop Champion, Frost Freeman.
Brand new TCW Special Series Survival Champion. But what a great match that was. Can you even imagine Beast putting people out, Freeman putting people out? You look at like who put who out. That's 1, 2, 3 eliminations from the Beast, but it only took 2 from Frost Freeman. And look, at the end of the day, it technically takes 1. So Frost Freeman finding a way. Finding a way to come out on top of that. Guys, I really appreciate you guys sticking it out. This has been an interesting episode, to say the least. We had to take in, typically for only the second time in the history of 7 seasons and 214 episodes, or 213 episodes, we had to take a break right in the middle of one. But if you guys knew the whole story, it's actually well worth it. So, appreciate everything you guys do. Of course, there is always bonus footage at the end of every single episode. We will look at some statistics of the wrestlers once we start to go off the air. But at the end of the day, you are the guys that grow this channel. You are the guys that make it happen. You are the ones, the community, that make all this worthwhile. Appreciate everything you guys do. And when you guys are out there in the world today and tomorrow and the next day and every day, remember, nobody can make you act a certain way. There's some of you out there in the community that know it with me. Nobody out there can say things that are going to make me act a certain way. I've had people say some interesting things to me lately, and it does not change my stance. You don't give people the power over you to do that kind of thing. You guys know the truth for yourself. You know what it is. And look, I don't put you in a position to say otherwise. So, while you guys are out there, just remember that be a leader in your own communities. Be a leader in this community. Do the things that you need to do to show people the way. Congratulations going out to all the brand new champions here tonight. Again, appreciate everything you guys do. Stick around so you guys can see the ratings of every single wrestler in the game. And I will catch all of you guys in the next one. Peace.